Hi, I'm Gaby Cepeda. I'm an art critic, writer, and sometimes curator based in Mexico City. I'm interested in counter-humanism, the ideologies of technology, feminisms, and art labor. Especially interested in exploring these themes in the work of emerging artists in Latin America, which is where I live, which I find to have its own character of precarity and urgency. The topic I chose is counter-humanism, and it's inspired by the visionary work of Jamaican philosopher Sylvia Wynter. I found her work at a time where I was reading a lot of new materialism and speculative realism, the works of Rosi Braidotti, Donna Haraway, and Karen Barrett especially, but found it to be sometimes lacking in its like very wide and Western perspective. And on the other hand, I was super interested in Afro-pessimism and abolitionist literature and Gore capitalism, the works of Saidiya Hartman, Angela Davis, and Sayak Valencia especially. And I found it really hard to bridge those two bodies of knowledge, especially these ideas of new non-hierarchical relations between human and non-humans proposed by new materialisms in the face of what appears obvious to me like historical and very present anti-human conditions. So the work of Sylvia Wynter in its counter-humanism and this critique of humanism is very clear-eyed on the idea that the concepts of human and non-human or object, commodity, have never really been stable. And that if we want to achieve these non-hierarchical, symbiotic, or respectful relationships between humans and everything else that we've considered exploitable resources, we must first face the fact that human as a universal has never represented every single human. Winter sees in what she calls the human's ability for narrative programming or storytelling in a way to imagine and ultimately materialize those new future modes of existing in the world. And I think that is a task that is worthy and urgent for contemporary artists today, to not only criticize our current violent and exploitative status quo, but to imagine new modes of existing in the world, new ways of being human, and that can be materialized into a future that can finally take everyone's dignity and needs into consideration.